Hey guys, in this video I want to go over what I believe is the best loadout that you can currently bring against the Terminids right now in Helldivers 2. So let's get started. So beginning with the weapons, for my primary weapon I usually like bringing the LAS-16 Sickle. I think this is an incredible gun against the Terminids. Because it is a heat-based weapon, you pretty much get infinite ammo, so you never have to worry about when your next resupply is going to be or when you can find ammo boxes. It's going to take out all of the fodder enemies incredibly well. You can usually get like a good 60-70 shots, maybe a bit more I think, before it actually overheats. And you can still treat it as a normal assault rifle if you need to reload it when it overheats. You have 6 heat sinks that you can replace with it. So yeah, I mean, I just see no downsides to it. The gun's just amazing. So moving on to your secondary, I would recommend the GP31 grenade pistol. So this gun is very new to the game. It came with the new Democratic Detonation warband, and I believe that it is amazing, mainly because it can take out the bug holes, which is why I usually bring it. You get 8 grenades in your pistol slot, basically, and I mean, that's just massive for taking out bug holes. The only downside is you only get about 2 grenades from each resupply, and only 1 grenade from ammo boxes, so it can be a bit tough to get more ammo for it. But overall, I think it's still a very good secondary that I would recommend. And it can be used to kill light enemies or even medium armor enemies if they get too close to you. Okay, and then for your grenade slot, I'm going to recommend either the impact grenades or the stun grenades. I personally really enjoy bringing the impact grenades just because I find them very effective against something like the Bile Spearer or the Hive Guards, which they have medium armor in most spots, so the sickle can't really get through them very well. And then stun grenades are also a good choice, though, because obviously you can stun anything but a Bile Titan. So, you know, when those hunters are on top of you, just toss a stun and you can get away easily, and it can save your life. I will say, if you choose to bring impact grenades, I would not recommend using them on the bug holes. Use those to kill things, and then bring the grenade pistol, and that's what you're going to use for the bug holes. Okay, and then my favorite armor against the bugs is probably the CM21 Trench Paramedic armor, mainly because having 2 extra stems for a total of 6, and the fact that your stems last an extra 2 seconds, especially when you've got tons of bugs like clawing you all at once, you can actually pop a stem when you've got like 10 hunters on top of you and easily survive that because it heals you for so long. Plus, you may take so much chip damage from just random titans, you know, spitting on you or random enemies randomly hitting you. It's just, yeah, it's somewhat helpful having those extra stems. And it's light armor, so you get the speed bonus as well to get away from things. Okay, moving on to Stratagems. So my first pick against the bugs is probably going to be the Eagle Cluster Bomb. This thing is amazing at taking out fodder. You get a total of 5 uses out of it when you fully upgrade your Eagles, so definitely worth it. Compared to like the Airstrike, which you only get 3 uses out of, or the 500 kilogram bomb, which only has 2. It can kill pretty much anything, with the exception of Chargers and Bile Titans. It's not really going to kill those as well. But yeah, I mean, you use one of these. I've gotten like 50 plus kills off one. There's no reason not to bring it. The biggest downside, I'd say, is that it can team kill very easily. It has a very wide range when you toss it. So I would just say just watch where your teammates are when you toss it and just be careful. That's really all you got to do. Okay, moving on to my second pick, which is going to be the Orbital Laser. Now this one, I have said in the past that it only having 3 uses does kind of hurt it a bit. But the reason I'm picking it now is that it can actually kill Bile Titans incredibly effectively. You toss this into a horde with a Bile Titan in it, and it'll kill that and all the other enemies around it. So basically, you have 3 free uses to instant kill any horde, pretty much. And then what I also like it for is it's very good at taking out objectives, like side objectives, like the Shrieker Nests. You can toss one of these in a Shrieker Nest and destroy the whole thing, which I find so much easier than having to get close to like calling a Hell Bomb or something. Or trying to snipe it with your recoilless rifle or Quasar Cannon. Okay, for my third pick, it's going to be the Energy Shield Pack. This, for me, I basically don't ever play against the bugs without it. I mean, just so many enemies give you the slow debuff, like the Bile Titans or the Bile Spearers spitting on you, or the Hunters when they hit you. And generally, when you get slowed, it's pretty much a death sentence. So having that shield on your back that can take a decent amount of damage, I mean, it'll pretty much tank anything that's not a Bile Titan spitting on you, so just make sure you get out of that attack and you'll be fine. And I mean, I've even had times where I'm like surrounded by like 10 hunters and they're like completely surrounding me and my shield's dead. And then it'll all of a sudden come back on after recharging and it saves my life pretty much. It's done that multiple times. So yeah, I would definitely recommend bringing this stratagem. Okay, and then for my fourth pick, I would definitely recommend the Quasar Cannon. And the reason for this is going to be your anti-charger weapon. Just it'll one-shot them in the head, and every 10 seconds you can use it. So I mean, chargers basically should never be an issue for you anymore. Bile Titans are a bit more tricky. You can, I think, 2 to 3 shot them if you get a little lucky with your headshots. But realistically, I find you need like 3 to 4 shots to actually kill one if you can land them mostly in the head. So yeah, I would recommend the Orbital Laser for the Bile Titans, which I know you only get 3 uses out of. But realistically, in most missions, especially the longer ones, you're really never going to see more than 2 Bile Titans at once. It is possible, but generally 2 is the max you're ever going to see. So 1 Orbital Laser can pretty much kill 2 Bile Titans, so I think it's still pretty useful there. Okay, and then for the booster, I would recommend. Boosters are a bit more tricky because it's going to depend on if you're playing with like a squad or not. I would say if you're playing just solo, I pretty much always bring the stamina booster, just because you're going to spend a lot of time running, trying to hide from things, and it's super helpful. If you're playing with a squad, then it's just whatever I guess your team doesn't have. But some good ones against the bugs are, I like the localization confusion one, because it's going to increase the time between bug breaches. And I mean, this is pretty default, but the Hellpod space optimization is just amazing, especially if you're wearing armor with extra stims, because it's going to allow you to land from your Hellpod fully stocked up on everything. Alright, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you like my thoughts on why these are the best stratagems and weapons against the Terminids. And if you would have changed something, let me know in the comments what you would have changed. Please like and sub to my channel, and yeah, thank you for watching.